The Empire of Japan.
This is stupid ass fucking shit.
It's the olden era. I don't know what you're expecting.
I'm gonna restart this cup later.
To this far eastern island nation. The revolution washed over the land, making life in the
Man, what is this,
capital
Metaphor
uncertain
Refantasio?
and unsettling.
That's so
It was a
funny.
period of great
Specific.
change, and some was swept away by the tide.
Nigga fucked off, just like before. Damn, look at his head. Look at his head, dude.
That shit is a bat.
But for one man, the turbulence of that
Fuck
era
him up.
was just the beginning of an extraordinary story.
Oh my god, look at him. Look at that lineage right there.
It's just
looks
like
guilty.
Danganronpa.
Episode 1: The Adventure of the Great Departure.
The Great Departure.
That was a
Debauchery.
sweet voice just did.
Debauchery. Ooh. God damn.
Gunshots.
Keeping the rent low in my neighborhood.
And reek.
Right? Oh,
Oh, what was that?
That should make me mad. Anyways,
Gunshots in a Rhea.
best combination.
I still can't believe it. I still can't believe this is happening. Oh, shit. How can it be that just beyond the doors to this quiet little chamber is the highest court in Japan, waiting to decide my fate?
Ooh, did they get hung back then?
Whoa.
Never mind.
Fuck you looking at?
Oh my
Oh.
god.
No, it's nothing.
Save your glares. Damn, I was this close. It almost came out.
I'll say
Murderer, thug,
Sorry.
freak,
Sorry.
mutant.
My name? Wow.
Ryunosuke.
Ryunosuke
Ryun-
Naruto.
Hold on.
Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
Got you. I'm a second-year student at Imperial Yume University.
Oh, and this just goes back to the college case that we did.
3 Jalics ago, I somehow found myself in the middle of a horrifying
Is that what
incident.
you call them tables? Jalites?
And now
Yeah,
here
every
I
day's a
am,
job like.
awaiting my trial,
That's a unit of measurement.
awaiting my guilt.
He's not obliged to listen to such abuse, officer. Man, shut your bitch ass up.
Nigga's gonna die? Question mark? Later?
I'm this man's lawyer, and I'll be defending him today. Lawyer?
I'm good off that.
Yes. And until the judge has given his verdict on the case, no one has the right to treat him as a criminal. So you will hold your tongue.
Oh.
Technicalities. Look at you. Nigga, your fit's trash. I'm clean as fuck. You see the chain on my pocket? Like,
I do see the chain.
you ain't even graduated
Your
yet.
head-
You're a child.
Does your head flutter when there's no wind?
Yeah, that's just
He
horrible.
do got his Ryu shit on.
I still seem to know better than you how a court officer should behave.
Yeah, someone turned the AC down. Damn.
Right, Ryunosuke?
Oh, yes, of course. Sorry.
Maintain aura at all times, Ryunosuke.
What have I taught you? What are you apologizing to me for?
Oh, No, that's... Jalik. But really, Kazuma, I never meant to drag you into this. I'm sorry.
Ha ha ha. There you go again, apologizing. Just like always. Though I must say, you've been all over the newspapers these past few days. Yume University professor murdered in cold blood by student. But obviously, you didn't actually do it, did you?
Of course not. You have to believe me. I didn't do that. Do that. I could never murder someone.
There's nothing to worry about. Straighten yourself up, hold your head high, and by God, retain your aura.
You mean
I believe in you. I know you're innocent, Ryunosuke.
Cap.
Kazuma Asogi, my best friend, also in his second year at Yuma University.
That's my best friend, that's my best friend.
But he's far more clever than I. Whoa, a star student, in fact.
A little thundering
shit is
outside
fake,
while you
it's
closed your
already
eye.
He's even a qualified
I'm not that
neighbor.
impressive. I'm very concept of lawyers. The very concept of lawyers is only a few years old, here in Japan anyways. My qualifications don't mean much, yet.
You said exactly the same thing 3 days ago. But I'm proud to have a friend like you, Kazuma. Truly. 3 likes ago.
Big geeks ago.
That's when all this started.
And if ladies are brand new, we're so fucked.
Congratulations, Kazuma. It looks like you're gonna get to study abroad at last.
I know. I've been forever dreaming of this day. Finally, those government elites have acknowledged my academic achievements and successes in court.
So you'll be representing Japan as you immerse yourself in the most sophisticated legal system in the world. I'm really happy for you and proud as your friend. There's not a soul in the university who doesn't know Kazuma's name. He's a living legend. It's like there's some mysterious aura billowing around his temple.
I want to bring about change in our own legal system. That's why I have to cross the ocean to see the real thing with my own eyes.
The hearts of the British Empire. I wish I could say it too.
Oh, hell no.
Come
You
with me.
British Empire.
And you'll see.
Gross.
Oh fuck, I messed it up. Whatever. We'll have a wild time tearing up the streets of Her Majesty's City of London together.
If only it were that simple.
Oh dear, look at the time. I better be going.
Alright, I'll see you later. Think I'll stay and enjoy this place a little longer.
Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. See you in English class tomorrow then, partner.
Partner. I wish it was straight after that.
We were straight.
What had happened?
There's a bomb strapped to my.
Sogi.
Who the
Me,
fuck?
oh, shit. Oh, hell no.
Ew.
The family.
Oh, hell no.
Professor, I didn't know you were coming. Blue.
Well, this case has a personal significance to me. But never mind that for now. Asogi, you should go immediately to the judge's chambers.
To His Excellency's... To His Excellency's chambers? Why?
He was looking for you before. You advocating for the defense in this trial was a sudden decision. It seems there may be some confusion about the procedures today as a result.
Who is this man? I feel as though I've seen him at a university before.
I see. I'll go at once then. Stephen?
I shall accompany you.
Alright then, Ryunosuke. I'll see you in the courtroom.
Yes. Thanks. Pick up.
Thanks, Leo.
This is awkward.
If I may,
Yes, sorry.
you must be the defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, I believe.
Yes. This is right.
Correct.
My name is Shushin Mikotoba. I'm a professor of forensic medicine at Yume University.
Ah, Professor Color. I've heard that name from Kazuma before. As I recall, he's been pushing to get the government to agree to Kazuma studying abroad.
Soki has been told me about you. You and he are best friends, I understand.
Roommates. They're roommates.
They were roommates. History will say they were great friends. As such, I feel you should know.
You know what?
Well, as you've no doubt have heard, Soki has been granted permission to go and study in Great Britain. However, if he should fail to defend you to today's trial, I'm afraid that permission will be revoked and never granted again.
What?
Yeah, they want to fuck him off bad. As I suspected, you were unaware of this. I had a feeling that Soki may have chosen not to tell you.
He's agreed to defend me, knowing that if he fails, his dreams will be shattered.
Shit, good.
But I don't understand. Why would the government do such a thing?
Naruto couldn't become Hokage until you defeated Sasuke.
How can I become Hokage if I can't even save one friend? The administration has to choose from a large number of applicants for overseas study. It's very different to persuade them to grant permission, given the most favorable of circumstances.
I don't believe it. But I didn't do it, I swear it. I'm not a murderer.
I'm sure that's true. Nevertheless, I can assure you that proving your innocence will be no easy task. You see, there are certain peculiarities about today's trial.
So, what do you mean?
You'll soon understand once proceedings get underway.
But then what should I do?
Well, naturally, I'm not going to suggest doing anything that could lead to a conviction.
Right, so?
As soon as the trial starts, the judge will pose a certain question to the defense. When that happens, you must answer before anyone else. You must say, I do.
I do? But what would the question be? Surely not. Hold on, dude. I'm about to get some shit arranged. Okay? Do you accept the accusations brought before you? Hell no.
Of course not.
Dumbass nigga. What would I even think that?
Defendant! Court is about to begin. Proceed to courtroom at once.
Hentai Girls Deluxe Edition.
Love.
Wow.
Hiroshima's stereotypical discussions are to be cut short.
Yeah, I would say wrap this shit up.
So allow me to summarize. Kazuma Asogi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial.
Sell for $2.
Of course, as the defendant, the final decision is yours.
Fuck it! Yo, you about to piss me the fuck. Man. Get moving. There's no point in anyone advocating for the likes of you anyway. Scum! Monster!
This is it. If this trial goes badly, Kazuma's dreams of studying abroad are over, and what's more, not only I'll be found guilty of murder. And so, with absolutely no idea of what lay ahead, I embarked on that unforgettable trial.
Cause of space-time paradox.
No, my one and only chance of proving my innocence. The trial that would decide my destiny. 2.
dose.
November 9.
So this is a courtroom.
Go, man. Look at him go.
The Supreme Court of Judicature. That's that right?
Judicature?
Judicature. No court in the land has more power.
I don't much like the look of those people sitting in a public gallery. Not the military and other uniforms in there.
The powers that be have demanded that this be a secret trial.
A secret trial?
A trial that's closed to ordinary members of the public. Only military and government officials may attend.
What? Why?
It'll become clear in time, but for now, you need to be concentrating, Ryunosuke. Oh, you need to concentrate. Fuck me. It's about to begin.
What?
Okay.
Darian.
Man. The court will now hear the trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
It's not blue shift this time.
Faith.
Oh shit, this dude is just everywhere,
yeah.
dude. What the fuck?
Ouchie.
Ouchie.
The prosecution is ready, Your Excellency.
As is the defense.
Before we begin, there's one point of order I would like to confirm. Yesterday evening, the defense made a last-minute request for a change of advocate.
That's correct, Your Excellency. I made the request myself.
Normal procedures for the defendant advocacy be decided 2 days prior to trial. As this is an unusual circumstance, I am obliged to ask for a final confirmation now. Who advocates for the defendant in this trial?
This is it. This must be the question. Who's going to defend me? That's the question the professor meant. But then, if I say I do...
He asked.
I need to answer quickly. What should I do? Go ahead, dude.
I say wait and see. There's no health bar.
Yeah, I want to wait and see too.
On for a new
Good
grave.
gosh. Good God, we're already doing this.
Niggas are so trash, dude.
Your Excellency, no
Yeah.
confirmation is needed. As I'm standing here beside the defendant, I hope it's clear who will advocate first.
Yes.
Oh, maybe...
Bro, what is your problem, man?
I would like to inform the court that I, Ryunosuke Naruto, will be defending myself. That was not the two words you needed to say.
It'll be what?
What are you playing at, Ryunosuke?
Old dude set him up.
Professor Mikotaba told me everything just now before the trial.
He did what?
He said that your dreams of studying abroad will be dashed if you were to lose.
How sad. It means you don't have faith in me. You think I won't be able to get you off.
Oh, no, it's not that, really not that. It's well, on the off chance that things don't go well for me, I couldn't bear to be the reason that you...
Yes. I knew that's how you'd feel, which is exactly why I decided not to tell you. Professor Mikotaba shouldn't have stuck his nose in.
Very well.
Nope,
Very
so now I'm
well.
just in here for no reason.
Alright.
The court hereby recognizes the defendant's desire to advocate for himself in today's trial.
Kazuma, get the fuck out. Well. Does the accused admit defeat already, renouncing his own counsel? Really?
My name's Winston Payne. I come from a long line of bitch-ass niggas. Make no mistake, counsel. This merely shows that the defendant's innocence is so apparent, he's confident that he can speak for himself. Isn't that so? Oh, Naruto-san.
I like the spin on this politics.
Hmm? Yo, oh, yes. On bro.
On beyond.
Exactly what I wasn't thinking. I'm not confident at all. In fact, my mind's a complete blank.
I realize you're in charge now, but still, try not to look so bewildered. I can see your aura escaping as we speak.
Well, for a mere university student to be brought before the Supreme Court, you must have perpetrated a most heinous crime indeed.
As you are no doubt aware, this is the Supreme Court of Judicature of Japan. Accordingly, the very highest standards of conduct are expected of all present. Want to make myself clear? Defendant Naruhodo?
Yes, Your Excellency.
Is it therefore my duty to assess your competence for the task you have undertaken?
My competence? What does that mean?
He's questioning your ability to do the job.
Skip.
Well, we can't be questioning more than I am. More than I am.
So let's start with the very simplest of questions.
Okay. The flow.
Kindly state before the court the name of the victim in this case.
Well, that's easy enough. I've heard his name more times than I'd care to remember. But wait. I'm so nervous I can't even remember that. What was it again?
Ryunosuke. Let me guess. Your mind's gone blank.
I plead the fifth.
well.
All the relevant information for this case can be found in the court record.
But I can't even find that. Is it in my pocket?
It's simple. You can access the court record with the press of E.
What's
If you ever
an
find
E?
yourself forgotten something, just consult it. Just consult that. It's all in there.
I just have to press E for the court record? Alright. There's no time to lose.
Oh shit! This is the list of evidence you've collected. Now try switching to people instead with E. You'll find details about the victim in here. When you're done, just press E to go back.
Okay. Will do.
The fourth one?
WEB.
So remember, everything to do with the current case can be found in the court record. Now, you better not keep His Excellency waiting any longer. Go on. Find the victim in the people section of the court record, and press R to present. Try now.
Do it now.
Bro, Skip, we know how to play the game, bro.
Do you though?
The victim's name was Dr. John H. Wilson.
Gah. Well, at least you can remember the name of an esteemed member of your own university.
Dr. Wilson was a visiting professor from England, invited to Yume University 3 years ago.
I don't remember asking you, but indeed, which is the reason why this case has such a profound implications. British Empire is at present our country's most valuable foreign ally. And most of you will be aware we have just signed a new treaty together after lengthy negotiations.
There can't be anyone who hasn't heard of the Anglo-Japanese Treaty of Friendship and Navigation.
Friendship.
Friendship and teamwork.
And yet, despite these delicate circumstances, the blood of an Englishman has been spilt on our soil. You two are both undergraduates of the Imperial Yume University, are you not? Murdering a professor from this very institution that provides your education. Have you no honor?
Not really.
But I didn't do it.
This case is coming under great scrutiny from our allies on the other side of the world. Court therefore wishes for a speedy resolution to this matter. Please.
Yeah, we're trying to
We're,
wrap
like,
this
we're
shit
really
up.
dragging it. I'm really trying to start the case.
In other
I'm
words,
really trying to go
our
home.
feeble government is scared of upsetting England's policymakers. And you're
You wanna go to
being
war,
an
Britain?
expendable scapegoat to blame for this crime.
Yeah, you can explode somewhere, bro.
You hear that, Ryunosuke? You're expendable.
So that's why this trial has these unusual peculiarities, is it?
Exactly. Our government needs to convict someone as quickly as possible. All because the victim was an Englishman.
Never mind.
The Jewishman. Yes, Dr. Rowe. Yep, he was an Englishman. Yep.
I love the English, man.
Politics.
Ugh. But nationalities and treaties won't make any difference for me here. The fact is, I was there at the scene of the crime.
Oh dear, look at the time. I better be going.
All right, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a little longer.
Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. See you in English class tomorrow then, partner.
The British Empire. Wow, it's incredible to think. Oh. Wait,
Yeah, that's him over there, is it?
I've seen that man at university. I'm sure he's a visiting professor from Great Britain. I don't know his name, but still. I should go and say hello. So I went over to the professor's table. And I said what's up to Dr. Wilson.
And then he died.
Now then, let me pose my next question to you, Defendant Naruto.
Yes, Your Excellency.
How did the professor of medicine, Dr. John H. Wilson, lose his life? State before the court the case, the cause of death. Now.
Cause of death. Well, obviously that was,
Ryunosuke. Jesus Christ. Remember that in court, every assertion must be backed up by evidence.
Okay. How?
Find the piece of evidence that shows the professor's cause. I just told you how. If it, like, fuck.
Okay. What's that on the right?
Constantly, you have to understand, I'm a
The
bitch ass
post-mortem
nigga.
report? Yeah, man.
Go with that. Guys.
Yes!
Well, according to these Johns, the victim suffered a hero magic death due to gunshot trauma. That.
Learn to read, you imbecile! That's the post-mortem report, I take it.
Sorry, yes, right. That shit. Post-mortem.
In the West, a doctor dissects corpses to identify the cause of death in an autopsy. But here in Japan, a police officer merely inspects the body and draws conclusions.
Also, corruption's at an all-time high.
Now I see. As long as I'm not going to be tested on any of this later.
This so-called photographic print of the scene of the crime. You can clearly discern scorch marks around the bullet hole produced by the powder explosion. In other words, we should assume the victim was shot at close range.
Thank you, counsel. The court will accept this modern scientific evidence into the court.
Modern!
Photograph of the victim. The photograph printer shows the victim. He shot from the front and chest and supposedly died.
So that's a photographic print. Well, that's something I've never seen before.
So that's a W print.
It's
Damn,
clearly
this photo
superior
is
to his
black and
drawing.
white.
The detail is incredible.
Because we're back in time, so that makes things harder for us. Very well, I'm satisfied with your answers. Let us start the trial. Damn, the double Nazi
Whoa,
salute.
whoa there, Elon.
Certainly, Your Excellency.
Dang. One was with the Nazi.
Elon Algae.
So without further ado, in order to better appraise the court with the facts of this case,
Oh my! Oh,
the prosecution hereby
again.
calls its first witness who was there at the scene of the crime when it happened.
Ugh, this is it then.
I think I may have worked out what the professor had in mind.
The professor? You mean Dr. Mikotawa?
Yes,
Toba?
clearly you're the defense lawyer today, not me. But that doesn't mean... Well, I can still act as your assistant.
Ah, of course. When he was speaking with me before, he simply said, Kazuma must not be the defense lawyer in this trial.
Well, he really has been sticking his... what? You know...
Really has been sticking his cock in.
Maybe, but any help you can give me would be greatly appreciated, Kazuma.
Well, my first piece of advice is... rein in that crazy look of bewilderment and control the cold sweats.
What have I told you about Aura?
Only if you rein in that crazy headband and control the cold stares first.
No one in my posse is gonna be twitching.
Man, fuck no. This one's in the bag.
Witness, state your name and occupation for the court, please.
Of course, my name is Satoru Hosonaga.
Satoru?
I am the
Naga.
Okay.
I am the head waiter at Western-style restaurant called La Carnival.
Dude, what?
Oh yeah, they didn't have a cure for
You,
tuberculosis back in the day either.
You straight?
You just had
Seem
that
to be
shit,
coughing
you
up
just-
some...
And it was contagious and you just kill other
You
people.
just had to take the L.
It's a regular occurrence. It really doesn't bother me.
Yeah, people just
Ebola.
regularly have
Regular
tuberculosis for fun.
Okay. Well, it really, really should.
As everyone knows, the capital southeastern quarter was developed for foreign visitors some years ago.
Yes.
It's become a very fashionable district now, full of hotels to accommodate overseas guests. This grim crime occurred in one of the district's so-called restaurants, an Occidental eatery, 3 days ago.
Understood. Osanaga-san will kindly tell the court everything you can about the incident.
At once, sir.
And no petty interjections from the aspiring lawyer boy, please.
Oh, perspiring maybe, but aspiring?
It was just after
that
2 p.m. on the day in question. We have few diners at that time of day. The lunchtime rush was over, and there were only 3 tables still occupied.
That fits in my memory of it too. There was hardly anyone else in that place.
It was when I was in the kitchen putting away crockery and cutlery. Boom! A gunshot rang out, so I hurried out to the dining area to see what happened. I found the victim, an English gentleman, slumped in his chair, and standing immediately beside him, gun in hand, was the accused university student.
Hold on, let me just clarify something here. Well, I did pick up a gun that I found lying on the floor beside the professor. I
While I did pack up,
didn't shoot him.
Would it pack him up? I believe I asked you to refrain from petty interjections.
You said what?
nothing.
The court wishes to listen to the witness's report of what he saw, you amateur.
But
Next time you interrupt at an inappropriate time, you will be penalized, defendant Naruto. I'm gonna have your ass on a platter and
Don't
eat
worry,
it.
Inosuke. You'll have your chance to fight back. For now, we must quietly listen to the witness.
Ugh.
If I may confirm one point, waiter. Standing beside the victim with a gun in his hand was the same man we see here in court today.
Mars.
Yes, without question.
I see. And apart from the accused, was there anyone else standing beside the victim?
No. There was no one else around that table but the deceased Englishman and the university student.
Huh? Wait, what did you just say? The fuck? There was no one else around that table?
No! What's the matter, Inosuke?
That's just not right. When I went over to Dr. Wilson to say hello, there was another sitting opposite him at the table.
Really?
Yeah, and that's not something the waiter could have missed. I've been warned about interjecting, but still, what should I do? I'll wait till it's my
Wait
turn.
and see. Yeah, wait until we have
Till it's time to cross-examine.
I mean, we don't. I feel like this would have been the time you said interject because we don't have a health bar.
I'm saying wait and see because we don't have a health bar.
So
You niggas are
what's
trash,
the
bro.
score?
Oh my god.
I mean, I was pretty confident on the wait and see last time, but now I don't know. So
Just say what
I was
your
the
heart
first one to
says.
say wait and see.
I thought you were fucking
I want to
with me.
say, I want to interject.
All right, rock
Well.
paper scissors.
Okay.
Rock paper scissors shoot scissors.
Rock.
Damn it, I lost.
Nigga cheated.
Can y'all hear the voice lines?
Yes.
Okay.
And they're
Just a
fucking
moment, please.
trash. Like, god dang, dude.
Dr. Wilson wasn't alone that day. I'm sure of it. There was a lady sitting at the table.
Dear me, what are we gonna do with you? With your blatant disregard for court proceedings, I'm beginning to wonder if you're not a fraud.
No way.
Could it be the accused, this mere student, is not a real lawyer after all?
But I'm sorry about what I saw.
Osanaga-san, is there any chance you're mistaken? Perhaps your memory of events is hazy? No. The deceased
I don't think
gentleman
he
came
had
to his
aura.
dine alone.
Fuck no. Fuck no.
I actually have a rough plan of the restaurant as it was that day.
Nigga coughs up blood every time he lies.
Facts.
Please have a look if you'd like to. Anyone else's chest hurt?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Go,
Oh
Barry.
shoot. Oh, let me see. Sketch of the establishment's layout drawn by yourself, I presume.
It was like a fucking elephant is sitting on my chest. That's right. I'm afraid I used the back of my business card. It was a turbulent situation. However, as you can see, the gentleman in question was seated alone.
Well, you're clearly a very conscientious waiter.
Thank you, sir.
Court will take this plan and add it to the court record as evidence.
Oh, well, I
Got a problem? And the plan to the court officer at once.
Of course. Here you are. What was that about? He's been completely
The
calm
back
and
of the
collected until now.
Back of the card is just
Who's dying, dude?
You just flip the card
It certainly
over and
seems
it
to
just
have
says
shaken him.
assassin for hire.
The
Waiters visit his car,
tuberculosis.
head
Just,
waiters visit his car, schedule the restaurant's layout is on the back.
you're gonna pass out from that coffee. He's like, eh, it's just usual.
Yeah, you can tell this game was made in 2021.
So, the court has heard a precis of the case.
Yeah, the moment, whoops. At the moment the gunshot was heard in the restaurant, the only person in close proximity to the victim was the defendant on trial today. Man, seems like we're looking at a black and white case here. Defendant Naruto.
Uh-huh.
If you admit your guilt at this stage, the court is willing to look mercifully upon you. Yep.
In other words, you may have some small reprieve in terms of your inevitable punishment.
I called this waiter as an unsworn witness in order to
That's
explain.
not even him, bro.
Oh,
It's
wait,
not
what?
even him.
Oh my god.
I
fell
called this
off.
waiter as an unsworn witness in order to explain the details of this case to this court.
Jesus Christ.
But I must warn the defense, if you are determined to pursue matters further in this trial,
Fuck.
the prosecution has decisive evidence from sworn witnesses who are present at the scene of the crime.
Bring him in. I'll. Ooh.
Yeah, bring him out too. Y'all should.
I'm with Davis. What do you think I should do, Kazuma?
Fuck a 1v1, it's a 1v20 if I had to fight niggas that right with you. What do you mean?
Well, I'm gonna be found guilty one way or another, it seems. I'm gonna be sensible to plead guilty at this stage and hope for a more lenient sentence.
Are you fucking me, Ryunosuke?
Everyone keeps telling me that this trial is unusual about these peculiarities. You said it, Professor Professor said it, and so has the judge and the prosecution.
Professor Monokuma.
I'm scared of what lies ahead if I push this.
You're the main character. You don't die.
As I said on the outset, I believe you're innocent. I trust you. And yet, despite knowing that, you're willing now to throw that trust back in my face? Is that it, bitch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If the accused is in fact innocent, then the defense lawyer is duty-bound to prove that innocence by whatever means necessary. Are you just going to abandon that duty? Are you just going to give up on yourself?
Yeah, pretty much.
The battle hasn't even begun yet, Ryunosuke. The defense pleads not guilty, Your Excellency. We invite the prosecution to stop making empty threats and bring out his witnesses. I'm with Davis, nigga. Then you'll see just how decisive this evidence really is.
Loud ass animation. Indeed. Prosecutor Ouchie, please continue with the proceedings.
Disc. Well, you were warned. The young can be so reckless. You know, many may call me a saint, but I can be a devil when I want to be.
Get your
Damn. Yeah, but take your fedora off. bitch
I
ass
can get
nigga.
ghetto real quick.
In a few short moments from now, that dumbstruck young mouth of yours will be silenced forever.
You need to be silenced.
The prosecution calls its next witness.
Very well. Officer, bring forth the witness at once.
That was witnesses plural, by the way.
Oh my gosh.
Witnesses, please state your names and occupations for the court.
Shit. Blue.
Yes, sir. The Great Nippon Imperial Army Sergeant Yasanosa reporting for duty, sir.
Wow.
Nice.
Tables.
Myself, I find employ as a purveyor of fine articles of antiquity from the You are a bitch-ass nigga. Like, what?
Aw,
What
too many
Look
words.
at his earlobe.
No, it's not even. Yeah, I'm looking at that. But it's like, what do you. No one cares, dude.
White Berlisi.
Nippon.
Or Japanese Berlisi, rather.
I was gonna say.
Asian Berlisi. And conduct my trade from Yasute, humble premises, the second district, Kiryo Korikuta, at your service.
Dude looks like he might fall
I'm gonna
over.
work on that
That's
voice.
shaking.
An antique dealer and a soldier. An unusual pairing. It's like the Mario and Luigi of fuck niggas.
Both of these gentlemen were present at the restaurant on the day in question.
They must be the diners at the other table that the waiter mentioned.
Myself, I humbly take tea of the most exquisite aroma at the establishment in question, always post noon.
This dude is dead ass a Sonic Unleashed character.
And not infrequently converse with interested parties regarding the curios with which I make my business. I can't understand a word that old man is saying. Okay, I wasn't tripping.
He's an antique dealer, and it sounds like he's a regular at La Carnival. He seeks out potential customers who may have an interest in antiques and tries to sell his wares to them. He obviously targets La Carnival because it's a high-class restaurant with rich clientele.
Right, I see. Although, to be honest, TBH, that sergeant looks more like he'd be a seller rather than a buyer.
Now, you both witnessed the precise moment of the most atrocious incident. Is that correct?
Affirmative. The enemy unit was seen attacking the foreigner in what can only be described as an act of war, sir. It was that black uniformed rogue infantryman over there who unloaded his firearm, sir.
This man's as impossible to understand as the other. But I'm almost sure I heard a strange noise during that last thing he said.
So, this is the decisive evidence the prosecution was threatening. Nigga, this shit about to be a breeze. It's the same breeze that's blowing my headband. The soldier's claiming that he actually saw the precise moment you shot the victim dead.
Yes.
Well, are you starting to feel more uncomfortable?
If I'm honest, I was feeling uncomfortable from the start. I didn't use the bathroom.
He doesn't gotta swing his arm all the way up like that. Just like, come on, man. Formative. Now the court will hear your formal testimony, please.
Stop hating.
You look like somebody, but I can't put my finger on it right now.
Oh, he looks like James Harden.
Oh my gosh.
You will state
Yeah,
everything
people
you
see it.
saw at the precise moment that the incident occurred, or something like that. It's your choice.
Sir, yes, sir. Standing by, ready to report, sir.
Unsavory memories of a most
Acerbic.
Big words.
That would actually be funny if that was his character using big words he doesn't even understand.
I was ingesting regulation beef steak at this restaurant while having a tactical discussion with the old man.
myself. I was extolling the virtues of a particularly fine golden curio to the military gentleman.
At that precise moment, a firearm was discharged. I observed the enemy's actions with my own eyes.
Is bro farting?
The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little weasel.
And the
back.
motherfucker shot John H. Wilson.
I was on my hands and knees investigating the whereabouts of my mysteriously absconded precious curio.
What? These niggas just capped in front of the judge. Well, so you,
gonna
Sergeant
take that,
Nosa,
Judge?
actually witnessed the vital moment. You saw the split second when the defendant fired the weapon at the victim. I'm glazing.
Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. That wicked university cadet, sir. The
Does he have a
cruel and
miner trapped under his
unforgivable,
clothes?
the cruel and unforgivable enemy.
Man, you word things so fucking trash.
What? Okay, what times we live in when an English gentleman may be assailed in the broad light of day.
That old dude is just going through his whole inventory.
He really is. Like,
They would start pulling out weapons of mass destruction.
But this is ridiculous! I didn't shoot shit! Shoot shit!
Is that really true, Ryunosuke?
Yes! All I did was pick up the gun and I saw lying on the floor.
I don't know
I
why you
wanted to
picked
be
that
like
up.
Lil Wayne. After I said hello to Dr. Wilson, I went back to my table and sat drinking some coffee.
Little Wayne hasn't been born yet. How do you...
Dunkin' Donuts. Then, when I'd finished, I got up from my seat to leave the restaurant. When I noticed an English-made gun next to the chair where the professor was sitting, I was like, whoa. I thought perhaps the professor had dropped it. So I bent down, and just as I was picking it up, making sure no one was looking at my R's,
I accidentally slipped my finger.
Well, if that's the truth, there was obviously a criminal on the scene somewhere. And somewhere in these two witnesses' testimonies, there's a clue as to who that criminal was.
There is.
Ryunosuke, you must exercise your right to cross-examine the witnesses.
Cross-examine?
Do it now.
Oh, okay,
As we have heard, your Alexence.
No, that's wrong.
There was no room for doubt in the testimony of these witnesses. The defendant is absolutely guilty. It is time to bring up this despicable student to justice.
Certainly. The testimony the court has just heard eliminates any vestige of doubt. Therefore, my grave duty to declare the verdict of this trial.
Can I go to the bathroom?
Kill yourself.
What in the name of the Emperor is the meaning of this outburst?
I am.
Reincarnated.
I demand its right to a cross-examination.
Ugh, dear me, dear me. Let me guess. The Hachimaki headband boy next door told me to do it? How pathetic.
Okay. What?
How did he know?
The prosecution objects. This is a queer waste of time.
Okay, waste of time.
The defendant obviously has no experience. How can he possibly carry out a cross-examination?
Objection!
The defense is asserting his right to cross-examination. Whether or not you think he's capable of it is irrelevant.
Facts. Yeah, let's sit your ass back down.
Rhythm is so commanding.
He's so dreamy.
I swing my gavel all the way up so everyone can see.
Hey guys, look. Hey!
Let the defense conduct a cross-examination of the witness. It's his right.
Alright, this is where the battle really begins, Ryunosuke.
But I don't even know what I have to do in a cross-examination.
Bitch, isn't it... expose the lies in the
nigga.
witness's statements.
Oh.
You didn't fire the gun, which means that what that soldier said has to be a lie. Just a case of proving it. The key to doing that is evidence.
Okay, right. Evidence.
All you need to do is present some decisive and indisputable evidence that proves the witness is lying.
Brittle Brackle and Crumpets.
Now let's go, Ryunosuke. Don't let them beat you.
Dang.
Weak
All right,
sauce.
then. Sweaty, wet hands. It's all or nothing.
All clammy and shit.
Niggas stir about it. I'm not.
Got slammed on a puddle bear.
Either go to the picture or the autopsy. Oh shit! Never mind. There you go. Kill him.
Yeah, that's all we need.
Yeah,
Oops.
we gotta relearn how the buttons work. Yay! Dude, raising his hand like he's in class.
Playing a cadet. What is the meaning of this insubordination? Thrusting some photographic print in my mustache?
Inconsistency, sir. In these nuts. I mean, yes, there's a clear inconsistency here.
What nonsense! What could the print possibly tell us that we don't already know?
Well, obviously, that, I know what I want to say, but the words just won't come out of my mouth.
He opens his mouth, but the spaghetti won't come out.
I think this proves beyond any doubt, Your Excellency, that there is no place for an amateur student here in this grand court.
Ugh, this is so frustrating.
Oh, please. Surely this doesn't require an explanation. It couldn't be more plain. To spell it out will be an insult to the court.
Show it to me.
Cosmo, please carry me.
But don't actually do it, because I don't want you to.
Cousin, what?
What are you talking about?
What you talking about, Willis?
It's apparent from a single glance at the photographic print presented by the defense that there's a clear discrepancy here with that sergeant's statement.
What?
Sergeant Yasanosa?
Yes, sir. What, sir?
The statement you just made was this. The
Yes,
black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little weasel.
Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. I witnessed the crime with my own military-grade eyes, sir.
Yes!
Military grade eyes need some glasses.
But no, that just can't be.
And why not, cadet?
Because
It's because...
It's
Because-
because...
Take a close look
he's
at the
a
brace.
jazz.
The victim, Dr. Wilson, died from a bullet wound to the chest.
Ah,
Sergeant, according to your witness statement, the culprit shot the victim from behind. And that is obviously discrepancy here. Well, how do you explain it?
oh,
Oh, well, you see,
well,
The hell?
Like I said,
Bro. What was that? Something just popped up from behind his back, but he pushed it down again.
thank you for narrating what we just saw. Certainly, there is a clear discrepancy with the facts here. You do not agree, Sergeant Nosa?
well, you see,
yes,
Say the
sir.
line,
At this
Blue.
juncture, that would appear to be indisputable. Until the moment I heard the firearm discharge, my eyes were firmly fixed on the delicious carnival steak, sir.
what?
Wow, dude.
The last testimony the court heard has proven one thing beyond all reasonable doubt. This witness, Sergeant Yasanosa, did not see the defendant firing a gun at all.
Well, that's absurd.
I think the conclusion we must draw is simple. There is no place for an amateur prosecutor to hear in this grand courtroom.
Oh, in your face, in your fucking mouth. Yeah, keep it open. I'm trying to just hold still.
Dude's like, what the fuck's going on?
There's been a complete turnabout in the mood of this trial just from that one discrepancy.
Oh shit. He said it. Roll the credits. Bars. Fade to black.
So this is what being an ace attorney is all about.
That's one of the hardest name drops in fiction, dude. I'm coming.
Alright.
I definitely saw him.
Is that a baby on his back?
No,
University cadet there. He was pointing the firearm directly at the victim's back.
It's a puppy.
That baby away.
Hey, shut that baby up.
Fired the gun. All I did was pick it up off the floor.
You're traumatizing the baby.
Uh-huh. You old man, you didn't see the moment the victim was shot either.
I'm just staring.
Myself, I have already been quite clear. The gunshot interested me not. I was far too busy on the floor.
Why are you even here?
Like, exactly. Ow.
Right?
You're trying to sell shit.
Busy on the floor. Sorry, what were you doing? Hunting for treasure.
Treasure.
Dude's having fun.
Bailiff.
Indeed! The Horia Koban, my prized coin. I ain't trying to figure out a voice for this dude. On each occasion when I visit that restaurant, it is my habit to place in my bosom pocket a particular trinket of interest from my shop, Yasute.
Make him sound like a male old bag.
Well, he's not really trying to hit on someone.
In the hope of meeting a rich diner who might like to buy it from you. On the day under scrutiny, it was to the military man that I preferred my Hote treasure.
Oh, wait.
I believed that he would purchase such a rare find. I did not, but I was presented with a little alternative. And then, after averting my fuck, that felt so good. After averting my eyes for the briefest of moments, it was there no more. It simply vanished.
Fucking hell.
The cope
It's all over the-
vanished?
Hunting around under the table, I was in case mishap had fallen there, and then it happened.
2 moments.
Fuck.
Just kidding.
You heard the gunshot, you mean?
Indeed, I did. But I heeded it not, for I was concerned only with finding my absconded Hoey treasure. I was choked and died. Nothing could distract me. So yes, I do have no reason to be here.
Out of interest, did you find the coin in the end?
Fuck no!
I see.
That lamentable day, the precious Hoey Koban was last to me. Koban money 456. No doubt, some unscrupulous scoundrel pocketed the prize coin for himself.
Is that what the old dude said? Or, oh no. Okay, just checking. Okay, he didn't say anything. I was wondering why it zoomed out like he was gonna start talking.
As I am sure everyone present is aware, this case demands a swift and decisive resolution.
I ain't got no time, I gotta go home.
So all this fucking filler dialogue needs to shut up. Our government has promised to send a full report to Great Britain by telegraph this very afternoon.
Nevertheless, the witness testimony the court has just heard was inconclusive. No matter how subservient our government feels it must be to the British. It would be unforgivable to deliver a verdict on this trial right now.
Hey, nigga, you slam on that table again and I'll kill you. What is your position, Prosecutor Ouchie?
Worry not, Your Excellency. I can get this done in like 5 seconds. The defendant may have fled a tiger at the front gate, but he will find a wolf at the back, ready to eat his ass. My witness have further testimony.
Explain.
Upon hearing the next statements, it will become abundantly clear that there's only one person who could have possibly committed this despicable crime. The equally despicable defendant, Ryunosuke Naruto.
What?
He really seems to have a despicable opinion of you, doesn't he?
Ugh.
Very well. The court invites the witness to testify again. He will thoroughly explain the reasoning behind the prosecution's allegation. Is that clear?
Oh, shit. That's clear as Kiriko grass, Your Excellence.
Yes, sir. At once, sir. Awaiting
Copy.
signal to testify, sir.
Excuse me, but there's something... someone peeking out over your shoulder, I think.
Man, babies back then had the strength.
Affirmative. The newest member of the Nosa family to rise up through the ranks, sir. Name, Idol.
Seeing those straps are a sign of the sergeant being too strapped to afford a nanny.
You're in the military and they don't give you a nanny?
Idol, hands up. Your father's about to quell the enemy. Watch and learn, boy.
Do you guys get the... Never mind.
I don't know, sir.
The true culprit. Blue.
Sorry. Even if what I saw wasn't the precise moment the firearm was discharged, it's almost the same thing.
Almost Christmas means.
Yes, pointing his gun at the foreign man, he was that young lad in black. That much I myself can see.
Furthermore, officials searching the premises at the time confirmed that we were the only personnel present.
Indeed! Alone he was, the Englishman dining all by himself. I don't know why they're trying to make this duo like y'all are not Jesus and Mero, nigga.
Therefore, no one other than the black uniformed cadet could have dispatched the Englishman. Over and out.
Yes!
These testimonies are certainly...
Wait! That's some bullshit. The victim, Dr. Wilson, wasn't alone at all. How many times I gotta tell y'all niggas that?
Please! Enough of these outbursts already!
But there was a woman! There was a young woman at this table. Yeah, y'all like that one, right? Come on. Mm-hmm.
Look at the
You
way.
must have seen her. Everyone there must have seen her. Look, they're shaking now.
They're looking
He
away
was,
because
he
it's
was always shaking.
Never mind.
And you call yourself a lawyer. If you call yourself a lawyer, then you will respect the rules of the court and speak when spoken to.
Imagine pressing,
But if I was
imagine pressing the
I would
nigga
kill
with Parkinson's, be like, "Oh, you shaking now?"
We are not here to listen to your fantasy. You got schizophrenia? It's evident beyond all reasonable doubt that the victim was alone at the time of the... The prosecution has photographic evidence of the fact.
Is this a
Judge?
photographic print of the scene of the crime, counsel? I'd be forgetting that I'm the judge.
Indeed, of the table of which the victim was dining, taken by an investigator immediately after the incident. As you can clearly be seen, there is only one place.
Certainly. Based on the appearance of this print, it would be reasonable to conclude that the victim was not in the company of anybody else.
Doesn't make any fucking sense, dude.
The table's not locked in for real.
No.
So,
Because people keep
Court
fucking
will add this-
contacting me.
or we'll add this new photographic evidence to the record, or else.
Here's a photograph. Bottle of carbonated
Okay.
water by Ski Master Slump God and steak lunch can be seen on the table.
Ski mask.
I don't understand. What's going on here?
What's going on?
It's just not possible that nobody else saw that bitch.
Oh, this is his power. It's his power. Oh, I'm already metagaming.
The
What?
waiter before said the same thing. He maintains that Dr. Wilson came to the restaurant alone as well.
But that's not true. I saw her. I swear that I saw a woman with him. On your life, Kazuma. On you.
On my life and your future.
It would seem that we'll be able to telegraph the report to Great Britain on time after all, because you are,
You were.
Witness testimonies we have just heard leave no further room for doubt.
These are very sensitive political times, as we all know. The ink is still fresh on that treaty with Great Britain. To think that
Takasuchi.
Takasuchi Achi, will have contributed to amity of these two great empires is an honor.
How can this be happening? The judge is ready to rule.
And we're ready to rock. Stand proud, Ryunosuke. You were strong.
Hell no. Third case one?
Never is.
If what you say is true, then there's something going on here behind the scenes. And now is your chance to expose it. To draw out the truth in your cross-examination.
But no. I don't know, Kazuma.
The defense is entitled to cross-examine the witness, but make it quick. Understood?
I got somewhere to be. Rules can be so unbending at times.
Ugh.
Your mom's back can be unbending at sometimes.
Furthermore, a visual search of the premises at the time confirmed that we were the only personnel present.
Press.
Yes!
You must have noticed someone else at Dr. Wilson's table. There was a lady there.
As you have been at pains to point out time and time again, I feel I'm growing a callus in my ear. And yet, no one else appears to have caught even an extra glimpse of this woman you speak of.
That was a lot.
Ugh. If only there had been more people dining there at the time, then someone else would have noticed her.
Unfortunately, it was already past 2 p.m. when it happened. The quiet time between lunch and dinner in any restaurant.
I know. Of course, the place was almost empty. It's what you'd expect.
Certainly, 2 p.m. is neither here nor there in terms of a time to eat. I wonder if there was a reason why the victim was eating at that time of day, and why he was alone.
We'll never know. Yes, Your Excellency, there was indeed a reason.
There was?
This was found in the victim's jacket pocket.
What is it? What? Oh, the fuck is that? Shit.
It is a medical report card, Your Excellency. It would seem the victim had an appointment at the clinic prior to visiting the restaurant.
Hara Clinic? Alright,
There did bear me entry and thing.
Once again, I come from a long line of bitch ass niggas.
Are we gonna go there in this game? I wanna voice Doctor again.
Doctor is
Or
not gonna be alive.
Dr.
bro.
Predator again.
He's not gonna be alive.
19th November, noon to past 1 p.m. Oh, but his ancestor will.
Obviously, the ancestor.
Yeah, they'll totally look the
The
same,
very
man.
day of the incident.
Ignore this
I
dude
mean,
right
you
here.
never know. Hmm.
So the victim went for a late lunch following his appointment. That explanation could have been more simple. The prosecution felt no need to submit this evidence before, as it really has no bearing on the case.
I wonder, what do you think, Ryunosuke?
Well, it is hard to see how it could be related, really.
Remember, you can request for it to be entered into the court record as evidence if you think it could be useful.
Should I ask for Dr. Wilson's
Yes.
medical report to be submitted?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Teacher, can I go pee?
If I may, I'd like to ask for that medical report card to be submitted as evidence, Your Excellency.
On what ground?
What, nigga, the fact that you... Okay.
What nigga?
The court has already heard conclusive witness testimony. Additional evidence would be extraneous. Not to mention the victim's movements prior to his arrival at the restaurant are of no concern.
Objection!
Fuck you! Fuck you!
Whether or not they are a concern is up to us to decide. We have a right to explore all possible avenues.
I beg your pardon?
You have no authority to refuse a perfectly valid request for the submission of evidence.
Exactly. This is not the kingdom of Karine. The court will grant the defense's request.
Ugh. Youngsters these days are forever asserting their rights and shit, bro. That's a most disturbing trend. Back in my day,
No, don't finish that fucking sentence. Officer, kindly add the victim's medical report card to the court record.
Medical report from the Honda Clinton that was found in the biggest pocket.
did he
Like,
fail
we have
his
an
health,
audience.
bro?
I'm really not trying to get canceled.
What we need right now is new clues.
Mars.
We have to explore things from every possible angle, even if they don't seem relevant at first.
Right, I hear you.
You can conspire to prolong this trial as much as you like, but it's the day after the festival already for you. Or perhaps you've forgotten that these witnesses' testimonies leave no room for doubt. Feel free to reiterate for the accused. Koreku-tasan?
Excellent work, Ryunosuke. We've gleaned some new information now.
Well, yes, but I don't feel like it changes much. I can't see that it brings any real discrepancies to light.
I wouldn't be so sure. Let me see that medical report card you got before.
Oh, you mean this?
Yes, this is a brand new piece of evidence. So perhaps we should examine it in a little more detail.
That's what we've been trying to do.
How exactly?
You'll notice that some pieces of evidence can bear a magnifying glass. These are the ones you may examine.
I
Imagine.
tried to do that earlier.
Press
They
face
just wouldn't
with a
let us.
close looking piece of question. Use these shits
What are you talking about, dude? We don't have keys in the real world.
to rotate the evidence in all directions and examine it from all angles.
Oh,
I'll
yes,
use
sir.
them last.
Mayan.
Dude, speaking another
Move the
language.
crosshairs around to hunt for clues that you may have missed before. If the crosshairs start to pulsate, press space to investigate further. So, partner, I think you should take a closer look at this medical report card. See if there's something new to be learned by examining it in more detail.
All
We're
right, I'll see
actually
what I
too
can do.
advanced for what the game wanted. No way. It all comes back.
I need to use all this fucking bullshit. Yeah, I just like, come on, dude.
Alright, let's look at the kanji.
Which one?
Oh, we are.
Damn, that's a lot.
We've been doing it all day.
Oh well. I say yeah, right there, right there.
It didn't
nothing
pulse or
Wait, no,
anything.
no. Oh, there's no pulsing.
He said he wanted to turn it around on the back, see if there was a blood stain.
I'm good with this some ass. I see a crease. Maybe
check
they're
that.
bookmarking
Check it.
something.
Which one?
Thing at the
Crease.
bottom first, since we were already hovering over it.
Sure. Just look at the serial number.
Variant.
Yeah, yeah.
And we gotta examine everything anyway.
It looks like this medical report card was first issued quite some time ago.
Did he fail
It's
milk
probably a record
health
of
forms?
long-term treatment, that's why. With a family doctor, I imagine.
Well, I can't imagine going to a as long as I'm alive, I'm never consulting one.
Dude is like one of those anti-vax.
Well, if you were dead, there'd be no point. So you don't like doctors, then?
Why would you? They make you drink horrible tasting. They give you painful injections.
Dude sounds like a 5-year-old.
5?
That's when he got traumatized at the doctor.
Me for the privilege. Oh, when you're at your lowest ebb. Ebb.
You sound like a model patient. With a bad case of stubbornness, no less, for which the only cure is a very bitter medicine indeed.
Yeah, he needs to get like fucking cancer, and then like, you know,
All right,
they were
peel
like,
that
oh, we
shit
can't,
off.
we can't
Okay.
like cure you or anything, dude. But you hate going to the doctor anyway, so you wouldn't have wanted to go anyway.
Expose him. Expose him. Oh, cuss. Well, I'd
Look at the
say,
blinks first.
I'd say,
Check that right there, I guess. Oh,
That-
there's a lot of things you could do.
check the last one, because that's the most recent one.
Let's have a look. This is some kind of medical history.
It's gonna check all of it anyway.
And there's an entry for the day the professor was killed. Extraction of molar with topical anesthesia.
Lost a tooth.
Extraction of molar. You mean he had a tooth taken out?
It would seem so. Just before the incident, he had a bad tooth. Tooth removed. Perhaps they used laughing gas. That's the most modern practice for the West of pain relief.
Yeah, we just kill you straight up here.
I've heard of this anesthesia. Although it's hard to believe there's something that can actually stop you from feeling pain.
Ah, there's a
Ooh.
cautionary note from the medical practitioner as well.
Let me guess.
Strictly
No
food or drink
food.
besides water for 3 hours post-procedure until anesthetic effects have passed.
People have used
Really?
like opium as a painkiller for the longest time.
Yeah,
Sounds
we
like
just did
information
opioids
worth
and get
bearing in
drugs.
And now I use it for fun.
A record of dental work on the day of the murder. The victim had undergone dental treatment and been prevented from eating or drinking anything water.
With this new information, the meaning of that one particular statement totally changes. I
Yeah.
could
So,
fault him
I
up.
think it's time to listen to testimony again, don't you?
Definitely.
Only the first episode, and you're already.
Next. Next.
The one where he says he's eating alone.
Next. Next.
Dining. It's that one, right?
Yeah,
Is it
probably
not?
that one.
Go back. Dining all by himself. He wasn't, because he wasn't eating. Dining at all,
Remember?
actually.
Yep, fuck him.
Yeah, I mean, he's fuck him.
Present here, bro.
Hell yeah. Look at you go.
Can I go to the bathroom?
Well, I think
Teacher, I have to.
About what are you wittering, lad? Call yourself a lawyer?
Damn, she said. He said. Shut the
I
fuck
wish I
up.
could, but first and foremost here, I'm the accused.
Ryunosuke, everyone stumbles
What?
on words occasionally. Under the circumstances, I wouldn't worry about it.
Thanks, nigga.
Thanks, big bro.
I can see it quite clearly in that cross-examination you just carried out. When you raised your hand straight up like that, so purposefully, you knew exactly what it was you wanted to say.
I did.
So say it.
Don't feel like you have to choose your words carefully. Just say what you're thinking.
Alright. And thanks for your voice.
Just raises his hand and says the hard R next time.
Never.
Crocodile, this
Oh,
is
boy.
a medical report belonging to the victim. Oh, I say, and I don't see. What of it, boy?
That was racially charged.
Comparing what is written on this report card with your, witness statement,
Man, you gotta get
something
your
clearly
gains up.
doesn't add up.
Table slam is weak.
Oh, he's supposed to be like pussy right now, so. Dear me, have we forgotten you my words so soon, you amateur, you rookie, you baby?
Sorry, what?
You are not to interrupt court proceedings with your amateurish drivel.
Bah!
Let me see if I can explain it to you in a word you might understand.
Whoa!
It was after 2 p.m. the afternoon when the victim was murdered at the restaurant. Whatever he may or may not have done before that time is completely irrelevant. That means what he did before the restaurant doesn't matter. Let me dumb it down more. That means before 2 do not matter.
Remember, Ryunosuke, you don't have to use clever language or fancy words. Just make your point.
Yeah, bro. Dragging this shit out.
Your Excellency, I believe we're finished here. There's surely no need to drag this shit out further, bro.
Oh,
The witness testimonies in the court have been clear and concise. The medical report card has no bearing on the matter at all. For the simple reason that there is no one else besides this.
there you go.
This medical report card has nothing to do with the case. Do you really believe that?
What? That outburst half petrified me, boy. You're gonna give me a heart attack. Of course I believe it. How could it possibly be relevant?
You almost killed me, boy. Fuck.
You could have killed him.
Perhaps because Harder
Another
Clinic,
one of the another
which
one,
issued the report card, is a dental clinic.
That just reminded me of that fucking... That nigga slamming on the table at that Smash event and someone made a... Never mind.
Do what?
That was actually cartoonish. I read that whole statement about how they were...
Talk about riddles and slamming a chair.
Continue.
Whatever. A dental clinic? Is that supposed to mean something to me? I ain't no dentist.
Perhaps if I told you that the victim had just had a tooth extracted. What is it now? And furthermore... Yes, big words. If I told you that as a result, the victim had been forbidden from 810.
They
Look at
all.
them. Damn near made that kid's brain explode from that sentence.
The kid didn't even understand the words, bro.
Just what are you trying to say, Cadet?
Well, damn, am I
Orders not to
speaking that foreign?
He had orders not to eat. So what?
It's all written up in here. No food or drink other than water for 3 hours post-procedure while anesthesia wears off.
But I'm starving. What? No, that can't.
Cuss on. What, boy? What? As you just heard, when he was killed, sometime shortly after 2 p.m., the victim couldn't have been eating anything at all. No. Additionally,
There's
yes.
more?
Look at him scared.
You have assured the court with unwavering self-confidence that the victim was dining alone. But that cannot possibly be the case. Because the victim, as we know now, just had one of his teeth extracted and was still experiencing the effects of the anesthetic.
Ejaculated.
Expertly done, partner.
She should have been faster than the line. You should have been faster than the line.
What is this nonsense, you little upstart?
You little dumb shark.
These are baseless accusations. Just look at this photographic evidence. Look at this food right here, boy. Aren't you hungry? Can't you clearly see the plate of food on this table?
Objection!
That wasn't his food, nigga. Get
Use
the
your
pieces
head.
together.
That's the very discrepancy we're talking about. Or can't you follow the logic?
Dang. Call him
How
retarded
dare
again.
you?
Bring up that light skin again.
I think it's fair to say that the tables
Are untamable.
in this restaurant case have turned.
Oh, bars!
Wouldn't you agree, Ryunosuke?
Ja-like!
Dude immediately reverted back to less word. That's crazy.
Probably just undergone some dental surgery the victim was unable to eat. And I would never wish that on myself. Which leaves one very crucial conundrum.
Yeah,
You know
why
what,
would you ever
baby,
do
like,
dentist
you
shit?
gotta eat.
Who the fuck was eating that pictured beefsteak? I'm gonna swing my gavel for no reason. I didn't need to do that, but I did it anyways. The court will hear the opinion of the defense on this new puzzle. I assume you're ready, counsel?
What the fuck? Counsel? Oh, that means me. That.
Alright, the answer to this question is going to be pivotal. This is the start of you turning this trial around. Show them what you're
Turn
made
it up.
of.
Oh, got it. So, Illuminati? The person eating the steak at the victim's table must have been...
The third party. The third party.
Yeah,
The
bottom.
third.
Bottom. I'm a bottom.
Yeah, bottom.
Thanks for admitting that.
Thanks.
Admitting? Obviously, it can only have been someone else who was sitting at the professor's table. Table.
You will not let this go, will you? Phantoms aren't real.
Yes.
There was, because I saw her.
When the incident occurred, we know that the victim couldn't have been eating anything. Yet we have evidence of a half-eaten steak on his table.
Maybe he was
Therefore,
breaking the law.
the only logical conclusion is that there was somebody else there eating it.
Yeah.
We have strong evidence to support our assertion. It's clear that these witness testimonies are unreliable.
These witnesses' testicles are unreliable.
If the court decides to push through a ruling at this stage, we will
I will
lodge
kill-
a formal complaint with the Ministry of Justice and pursue a fair retrial, relentlessly.
You think we give a fuck? We're corrupted, right?
This ain't the kingdom of Crane, hopefully.
Kazuma.
Are you insane? You would take on the government? You know how corrupted that shit is.
Don't worry, Counsel. I have no issue with you.
What do you mean?
I have an issue with them. Hashtag them. Those two witnesses in the stand.
What?
What
He
are you
did the
talking
point,
about?
guys. He did it.
He did it earlier, but you weren't here.
Get the balls.
We have demonstrated with evidence that the victim was not
Unfortunately, I
alone.
was eating dinner. You know, I'm hungry.
So, if it now turns out that the two of you deliberately lied when giving your
shit.
testimonies,
That's perjury, buddy.
obviously you will be
That
charged with
matters?
perjury.
What perjury mattering in Ace Attorney? Say it isn't so.
We've always lied in court, and the judges always kissed my ass every time.
Has he?
And since this is a murder trial, you will also be deemed complicit in the killing.
Oh, yeah.
Complicit.
I thought dude
that
just
is me.
lost his
No!
weight for a second. Like, damn. The baby.
Negative. There was no mention of this at the tactical briefing. I was just following orders.
Okay. Hear you loud and clear. That's right. Esta mansas. Sinimon. Just say you never saw the gentlewoman. That's what they say, or told us.
Oops.
Dang,
That's
way to
our
forward.
bag.
Oh.
Good job,
Saw how
old
he tried
man.
to. Saw he tried to revert back to old man. Like
Yeah.
he's like, oh wait, I'm supposed to be dementia.
What did you just say? Cuss-on? Oh no, what's happening? Oh shit.
Oh,
Skin
no.
starts melting.
Oh.
A giant red claw splits his head open, comes out of his fucking brain. Grabs
Me
the
trying to
fucking
fake
shit.
Parkinson's.
Oh, my hands are breaking. My
Now
hands.
hold on, lad. I was
Say
You have
you
to
never
find
saw
me.
the
I'll be
gentlewoman.
taking my powers back, and he just melts.
He broke his binding vow.
Yeah.
When you say the gentlewoman, do you mean you saw the victim with a lady from overseas?
what?
What's the meaning of this? These witnesses gave false statements? Is this true, you pair? I can't believe it, bro.
You're making me look bad.
Just one.
Oh,
Just one simple slip of the tongue.
Dude, the other dude was like, what the fuck? I'm here.
Order! Council, explain what the hell is going on here, man.
It's painfully
I'm
clear
not sure.
now. You tried to prevent these witnesses from telling the truth.
Absolutely not. The prosecution knows nothing of this. I just got here, for real, like,
Then who's behind this? Who the fuck try to make you keep your mouth shut?
Look at that baby eating them.
I ought to shoot up. A big ass bullet through that. Easy target of a head of yours.
Classified.
So you're prepared to be tried as a conspirator to this murder, are you?
You wouldn't. This can't be happening.
That shit hurt.
You're not
Well, you see
scared.
how the kid's pulling.
Judging from the way they're reacting to this, I'd say they were sworn to silence by someone with considerable influence. However, I don't believe Alchi had any idea about it.
I'm just here for the food.
He's like, what?
What do you
Nigga
say?
set me up.
You sure this isn't the Kingdom
mean-
of Korean?
To wield that kind of influence, there are only a handful of possibilities.
Ouchie's like, I feel like losing this is gonna damage my reputation for generations.
It could only have been the government, the military, or the police, I suppose.
Well, any ideas about who might be behind this? If we
Clearly
can
the man
if we can
behind the
confirm who
slaughter.
tried to silence these witnesses, then we can continue the pursuit.
So we need to name whoever it was that tried to make the witness keep their mouth shut.
Of course, we need evidence before we make any firm accusations. Evidence that proves whoever it was really did wield his or her power over here. Fuck me.
But how? How could we possibly?
Remember how we made progress before?
By representing?
Before?
We examined this piece of evidence in more detail and found a new clue as a result.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, that's not
Alright.
the only piece of evidence we have, is it?
Shit, okay.
We need to re-examine everything and make sure there's nothing we've missed. There's no time to
Heard you.
lose.
I want answers. Which proven that these witnesses have been manipulated, I assure you, the penalty will be as severe.
Please, wait, forgive me, Your Excellency. I have no idea about any of this. I swear to every Shinto god out there. There's a lot of them, I think. I know nothing.
Roll the windows
I
up.
could have said something terrible.
Roll the windows up.
And what does the defense have to say about this? Hmm?
I say that they should let that top down. Well, Your Excellency.
I'm the president, nigga.
Put that fucking top down.
No time to think. I'm just gonna have to close my eyes and shout the first name that comes to my head. Oh, let's go.
What?
Janet Jackson!
Oh boy.
Phoenix Wright!
Who's that?
Suddenly, like
Besides
a time
the-
warp opens in the middle of the courtroom.
Besides the prosecution, the only person with necessary influence to manipulate the witnesses.
Oh shit, the waiter. Oh.
I mean, there's
Okay.
no one else up here who could say
Okay.
anything. I mean, yeah.
Oh.
Well, surely that would be Satoru Hasanaga-san.
Oh, Sonaga-san. The waiter who took the stand earlier?
Poppycock! What possible reason would the waiter have to give these witnesses false testimony? Was it free food for life, associate? Not to mention the fact that the head waiter could not even possibly have that level of influence.
For once, I would agree with you. If, that is, that man truly were a waiter.
What? It truly were?
Come on, Ryunosuke. Time to hit this court with the truth. The truth about Satoru Hosanaga's real identity, as proven by this evidence.
His business card.
Oh yeah.
Man, it's crazy how we didn't even check it, but we just
He's
know
an
that's the answer.
assassin, that's crazy.
I'm not sure what this is supposed to prove, counsel. Oh shit.
I think, Your Excellency, that what this proves is not the true nature of the waiter, but the true nature of the accused.
Sorry?
A blackguard who would stoop to presenting irrelevant evidence to incriminate an innocent man. The true nature of this rookie, that is.
What?
Try again. Go over all the evidence we have one more time. There's
was he about
something
to,
in
like,
there
pull
that
up a
proves
sword
who this
out?
waiter really is. I'm sure of it.
Oh wait, do we
Not
have
again?
to like actually flip it over?
Alright.
Flip what over?
What I learned in Brony School is
Well, it's not that. Go next.
wait, can we actually examine here?
Yeah.
Yeah, flip that shit over, man. Yeah, there you go.
Well, that's unexpected.
what is?
Look, do you see it says the witness's name here? Satoru Hosanaga.
Well, yes, but it's cards do tend to show the person's name. That's sort of the point.
It's not the name that's unexpected, it's his job title.
Don't be a smartass if you're gonna be dense, real scary.
His job. Oh. Shit. Yeah. Okay. So, Chief Inspector Satoru Hasanaga, Primary Criminal Investigation Division, Imperial Police Bureau.
Oh, he's corrupt. Nice.
Dang. Dang.
I have no idea, but let's face it, the police have a lot of power and influence. If they're wielding it somehow here. Let's get to the restaurant's layouts on the back, on the front, and state that Hosanaga signs police inspector.
Okay, now we present
Okay.
it, I guess.
Now we present that. You know, because we work. Plan of the restaurant sketched by the man in question. I agree it shows a great deal of attention to detail, but I'm not sure what we can conclude anything that...
sorry, Your Excellency. That's the back of the card. It's the back of the card that's of interest.
I beg your pardon.
Or I should have said the front, right?
Nigga,
Yeah.
lock in.
Yes, it's the front of the back of the card. That's what a telling detail is.
Flip it around.
Please, I'm slow. Explain it to me.
Yo, someone help this dude out, bro.
Help the bitch
Osunaga-san
nigga.
sketched a plan of the restaurant on the reverse side of his business card. The front of that business card reveals the man in question's profession, his true profession.
The waiter's profession. That's surely. Good God, nigga.
That's right,
You lied
Your
in this
Excellency. The card reads Chief Inspector, Primary Criminal Investigation Division, Imperial Police Bureau.
What? The waiter is a police detective? I haven't heard any mention of this before. Why have I heard any mention of this before?
Oh, because we just don't respect you, man. Sorry.
The Imperial Police Bureau has immense power, absolute power, as far as regular civilians are concerned. So, witnesses there in the stand. Was it in fact the waiter who gave you your orders? Was it he who told you not to mention that you'd seen this foreign gentlewoman at the scene?
Well.
Who said that? Oh, him.
Inspector Hasanaga. Oh no!
Came in the middle.
Oh,
The baby's still
Well,
destroyed.
something like this may happen. The moment you asked me to submit my sketch as evidence, I realized it as a possibility.
This is a flashback of me taking this plan and adding it to the court record as evidence.
This is a flashback of me looking guilty as fuck.
As human.
Now, you got a problem with that, viewer? Yeah, we're recapping. Because we know you're not paying attention.
So sit the fuck down and enjoy the show. Mitch.
Yes, I remember now. Yes, I am a dumbass viewer, much like yourself. He did explain to you. Judge asked him to hand over his business card.
Sad niggas playing the game, by the way.
I strive to carry out all investigations flawlessly. It is my guiding principle.
You
I let
guilty here,
myself be distracted when I made that sketch.
Sorry,
It's
guys,
an unusually
sick.
careless mistake.
Dang, chew your food.
So you mean to say you really are that nigga?
Yeah, I wouldn't say anything after that either. But why would a detective be working as a restaurant waiter? Ah, but of course, your
I
salary
was going
being
undercover.
Nice.
undercover.
Yes, there have been a series of incidents at the restaurant recently. In order to investigate, I decided to get a job there as a waiter, working undercover. Incidents at the restaurants? What kind of incidents? That would be classified police information, which I am not at liberty to divulge. However, I can state categorically that they are unrelated to the case of homicide.
Steak dinner. Very well then, Inspector Osanaga. But you will elaborate on the point of the
Of
Yeah.
course, Your Excellency.
We have just heard new information from the two witnesses beside you. That at the time of the shooting, there was in fact another person present at the victim's table.
Hell yeah.
That is indeed true. Clearly, you would have also been aware of this person's presence, having served at the table in question. However, your testimony did not allude to this other diner, therefore I'm led to assume that in your professional capacity as police officer, you required these witnesses to be in agreement. Would that be correct?
Correct, Your Excellency.
Unbelievable!
As I suspected.
Boom!
As soon as I heard the gunshot, I ran out of the kitchen to see what had happened. The victim sat slumped in his chair, and beside him, the gun in hand, stood the accused student. Sitting opposite the victim at the same table was a young lady, who I assume I guessed to be an Englishwoman. So the truth comes out. I immediately sealed off the restaurant and reported the incident to the Bureau. It was then that I received some special orders.
Special orders? You mean to say?
Remove the Englishwoman from the scene at once. Type shit.
Wow, dude.
It was made clear that the Englishwoman's presence at the restaurant was to be concealed. Those were my orders.
Okay. So let me hear. But what if this Englishwoman was the killer?
I think it would be in everyone's best interest not to pursue that idea.
Hell no.
The Empire views the friendly terms of its relationship with Britain more highly than anything at the moment. An Englishman has been murdered on our soil. To name an Englishwoman as the primary suspect, well, without irrefutable evidence, that would be completely out of the question. So
It's all politics.
So that's the reason
God,
for
I
the
hate
disappearance
politics.
of the Phantom Woman in this case. Fuck, I can't like move my
But it's-
voice to distinguish those two characters.
But it's not right.
If only I could do a Nanami impression. That's what I always heard in my head when he spoke. One possibility does spring to mind.
What you mean?
Yuma University is currently hosting a number of exchange students from Great Britain, and I'm fairly certain that one of them, studying in the medical faculty's research laboratory, is a young Englishwoman.
What?
Clutch.
Say what?
You're a shrewd man. I can see why you're the chosen candidate for the overseas study tour.
You mean?
When I removed the woman from the scene of the crime, I thought it prudent to check her identity first.
The court demands you name the lady in question at once, Inspector.
The Englishwoman sitting at the university professor's table was a certain Miss Gisele Brett. She is indeed a foreign student studying in the research laboratory of Yuma University's medical faculty.
What's happening?
I admit that under orders from the police bureau, I erased all evidence of this lady's presence at the scene, and ordered these witnesses to make no mention of her in their testimonies. It must now be up to Your Excellency to decide how to deal with this situation.
Deal with these on some shit.
Very well. Thoughts on the matter as follows. Thus far, the case presented to the court has been underpinned by a particularly critical premise. Namely, that the victim was dining alone. However, as we have now discovered that this premise is false, it will be a desecration of our justice system to ignore the truth and give a ruling at this point.
But that would mean that would be missing the new deadline of ruling in order to send a telegraphic report to the great Empire of Britain, man. Our own government will surely be very displeased by our own actions. We're gonna get our ass beat.
Calm yourself, counsel. I will not allow the government of our country or any other to influence the proceedings of my courtroom.
You're gonna get lynched, bro.
Bossed up judge.
If I get lynched, fuck it. Inspector Hosanaga,
Hell no. What?
Yes, sir.
We will locate this Giselle brat and escort her to the courtroom with the utmost urgency.
At once, Your Excellency.
No, don't send him to go get her. She's gonna come back in a body bag.
Going against the special orders you were given from the police bureau.
But
As I said before, it is my guiding principle to carry out all investigations flawlessly.
heard you. So it won't be a problem?
Is bro gonna even make it there?
Nothing
Boy, sit down.
get in my way.
Dude was
Yeah,
found
okay.
dead a few feet later. Like, damn.
Bro's gonna walk outside and get the face plant. Court will adjourn briefly. Prosecution must call the English student Giselle Brett to the witness.
Shit, I don't know.
Do I make myself clear?
No, actually.
Yeah, I guess. Your Excellency, please don't.
Good. We'll have a 30-minute recess before reconvening. Slam gavel.
Slam.
That's so cool.